Alright guys, welcome to Gaming by Joho, and today we're doing top 10 war defense teams. Yes, I know there's only 8 that you can put on a defense, but I'm doing 10, so that way you have a choice. You don't have to pick one or the other, or you have just a set 8. You can, if you don't have certain teams built up, you can choose which ones. These are my personal choices. That's, just what I think of what I've played the game with and what I've looked up and stuff like that. And I can guarantee these teams work 60% of the time, every time.
That doesn't make sense.
So let's roll that intro and just get on with the video. Not again, just roll the intro, alright? Alright guys, welcome back. So let's just get straight to this. We're going to go into our roster and check our first team out. We're going to get the big uns out straight away. So first up is, of course, Hydra. So not much to be said about this one. You want to be using Hydra Armor Guard, Hydra Rifle Trooper, Red Skull, Hydra Sniper, and Hydra Scientist. They are your 5 Hydra troops. Do not use Winter Soldier or Crossbones because they have no benefit in that war defense team, even if they're massive, unless they're 100k. You just don't want to be using them in the Hydra team. They're just don't work for it, how they work. The Grenadier is the worst of the bunch, unless you've got massive red stars on him and a big power compared to the others, and I mean big. You don't want to be using him. Like you can see, I've even got 5 stars on him, but I haven't touched him just because he isn't doing anything for that team compared to the others. Your big ones are obviously your Red Skull and Trooper because of the damage Red Skull. They're obviously Red Skull harder to kill, and the damage Trooper does. But no time to waste on that one. We all know Hydra is good and can take on many teams. So the next obvious one is, well, not obvious, but obvious to a degree, is your shield team. Well, not your shield team as such. This is going to be a Coulson shield team. So that will include Shield Medic, Agent Coulson, Nick Fury, Shield Assaulter, and Shield Security. So there's your 5. That is 5. 1, 2, yeah, quick maths, 5. So some people say, oh, what about Operative or Trooper instead, unless they're absolutely massive again, kind of like Grenadier. They're just not worth it on this team. Assaulter is much better for damage and those crits he gives out, trust me. I find them when I see a Trooper or Operative on an enemy team on war, and it's just a lot easier to take than if it didn't have that Assaulter, and you definitely don't want to be getting rid of Medic, Security, Coulson, Nick. You'd be silly to do so, let's say that. It's very unrecommended. So now coming in at number 3, these are in no particular order, by the way, they're just how they are, but these are my favourites of all time. The Asgardians, absolutely love this team, power them up a lot, and they're very helpful obviously because they get your Black Bolt, which then Black Bolt in turn will get you Ebony Maw, but not only that, they're great in other modes. Hela is meta of a character. I use both Hela and Loki in my my arena. Hela you can use in U7 and Dark Dimension 3. They're a versatile team, very good. No regrets powering any of these boys up, or girls should I say, sorry Lady F and my Hela. But on to the next, we've got the Marauders, which, do not judge me, I haven't really touched them. I'm a mid-tier player, this is for mid-tier people. This isn't for the high ends who can power up every team to those stupid levels. This is a pick and choose one. I would get Mr. Sinister is unbelievably good, and I see him on Arena and I wish I had him. I just don't have the resources at this level to do that, unless you're willing to buy stuff, which I'm not. I spend £10 probably a month on this, maybe 20. But yeah, but these are a great war defense team. Some people like them on offense, but war defense I think is where they belong. And you should just leave them on there, much said on that one. So the next one's a bit controversial, a word. This came up in the last one when I did the top 10 war offense teams, which I will leave a link for that now. It should pop up on screen somewhere, I'm not sure where. Can't tell I'm new to YouTube, can you? Anyway, so this is either, I think, Sinister 6 or Supernatural, or you could have them both on offense, because you only need 8 of these teams on your defense. So that could easily work. But I would say Sinister 6 on your defense if you need one of the two on defense. And they are also very good because they help you get legendaries as well. But you definitely want to be getting these up to a certain degree, not too much. But yeah, I would say they're a defense over offense. But if you could have them both, Supernatural and Sinister 6 on the offense, I would choose that. It just depends on what your roster looks like and stuff like that. So then coming in now at number 6, this is a bit of an odd one, because a lot of people say use defenders on your offense, mainly if you take out the aim team, which I completely understand. You've seen aim team on defense, it is a pain to get out. I prefer aim, as I've said before, on offense for taking out many of teams, very powerful ones, including the Asgardians. But defenders, for me, I just find better on defense. If you run into those aim teams on your attack to the defense, you've got other teams that can take them out. It's just anything that doesn't give them debuffs and it is massive damage or burst damage, so Guardians, power armor, stuff like that. I know that uses them instead of using them on another team, but if you didn't have if you have defenders on offense, who you put in there on defense, I would, out of all these, I would choose these over any of my offense teams to have on defense. That's how I'm looking at it, and that's why they're on defense. Especially at my level, defenders can still be quite a pain for some people. I know at high level that these just get walked over, but at mid-tier level, I think they can still cause a problem here and there, especially if they're in a room that applies defensive from the start, because it takes Luke Cage a little while, but if they got defensive from the start, they can be a bit more problematic. The next one is a bit of an odd one. It's heroes, and then it's brawlers. So your hero brawler team. So on this, I use Captain Marvel, the bread and butter of the team, with Miss Marvel, Gamora, and Deadpool and American Chavez. Captain Marvel on defense is unreal. I have seen Captain Marvels get so many wins when it's just been her. I've seen my Captain Marvel beat 100k power teams on her own, or have like half her health, a team goes in, loses, and then she's back up at full health, and she's like a rolling boulder. She is nuts on defense, very powerful on offense, but then when you get to use the once on defense, she can be just a lot more useful, I find. I would put her on defense, especially on that hero brawlers one, because of the assists and stuff like that. It's very helpful. You can use her also maybe in a makeshift Avengers team, something like that. I don't actually use the Avengers really. They're kind of like here, there and everywhere at the moment, so I don't have a certain team for them on offense or defense in either of these. So yeah, Captain Marvel with them, but like I said, you could use a Captain America or something like that as well in there, because it's the military tag and stuff, but I just prefer with the hero brawlers. So now we're going to go on to what someone, I can't remember who it is, and I do apologise, but he made like a graphic with teams and stuff on, and he called this team Hide the Toaster, and this team basically revolves around Ultron and hiding him. So you use people like Drax, Hand Sentry, who else have we got in there? Anyone that can hide basically, or taunt up, so I have like Crossbones in there as well. I'm pretty sure I use Kingpin, Crossbones, Drax, Ultron, and one other, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's just teams like that, so you've always got like a taunt going somewhere else, but Ultron could just keep going around. You can put him in a strong team like Aimtron and stuff like that, but I find my aim on offense do really well against Asgardians without him, and that way I get to use him on defense. Why, if you put Aimtron on defense, power armor is just going to walk over them. So I would rather have the two teams than just one team, and just works like, I find it a lot better that way. Number 9 is just a makeshift Kree team. So you could use, just whatever Kree minions or whatever, if you don't want to have those full 8 squads at full power, if you've got a really big hand team or something like that, Kree, whatever, use them. Your next one then after that is, of course, your big one, number 10. And that is the new ones, which is your mercenary team. So mercenaries, you want mercenary right guard, lieutenant bullseye, sniper, and of course the taskmaster. I'm going to be doing a T4s on the budget video on these as soon as I get taskmaster and play around with them a bit in the normal sense, whatever that means. Carrying on. So yeah, those are your main 5. A lot of people are swapping out sniper for Korath. It just depends on your levels, and if Korath's been used in another Kree team or something like that on your offense or defense, then sniper. But we have a very good team. Or even if you haven't got your Wakandans built up, you can use Killmonger in there. Same with Deadpool, depending how big he is. If he's like 20k above or 30k plus above your other ones, then yeah, throw him in there. Might throw off some people, stuff like that on defense, but these are an amazing team on defense. I've seen them win Inhumans. I've seen them actually beat an Inhumans team of just, I think the Inhumans were about 30 or 40k less power, but they killed them all before they even had a turn. I don't know if that video was right because it doesn't seem it, but they're nuts. They're very powerful. And that's what we're going to end on, really. So they're all your top 10 war offense and defense teams. If you want me to do any other top 10s or anything like this, please comment below. Please leave a like if you like the content and subscribe to help my channel, because I really want to kick this off, as I've said in previous videos. I hope you enjoyed it and staying safe out there. And above all, from my house, I'm Joho, and you stay classy, YouTube.